Hello everyone and welcome back to Healings by Frances. I am Frances Gonzalez Griffin and this is the card pull for the week of October 25th through the 31st, which is Halloween. Today I'll be doing a reading with 3 decks. The first deck is this one right here. It's the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto Villoldo and Collette Reid. The second deck that I'll be pulling from today is from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle Cards deck, and that's by Kyle Gray. And then I will be pulling one mindful message at the end just for additional message or clarity on the reading. So let's get started. Ooh, that one just flew out immediately and right onto my floor. And that one is number 60. Watchers Transpersonal. I almost didn't get that one out. So what I'm getting from this card is this is definitely going to be a week of maybe stepping back and being an observer instead of, being a doer or being the speaker. Or it's going to be a week where you're going to take a step back and maybe just observe what's going on around you. Let me pull another card so I can just get a little bit more clarity. Oop. And that card is Winter's Dream Gestation Period. So that definitely is telling me right there that it is a week of not being a doer. Oh, sorry about that. I just hit the camera. It is definitely a week of where you're going to, where Spirit is asking you to take a step back and be more observant about what's going on around you. Maybe you're going to have like an aha moment by, instead of doing, but just watching. And gestation period, it's kind of like when you're pregnant, and that's your gestation period for the baby. It's a time to go inward and kind of relax and rest, I would say, and allow what is meant for you to see to be seen. And you're definitely going to, I feel like definitely going to get clarity on a situation that you may be struggling with at this time. Let me pull one more card and see. Expand that message a little bit. Oh, there's that one. Deep diver, diving into a task. Now, I know that I just said that this week is going to be not a week of doing, but taking a step back. And I know it says diving into a task, but what I'm feeling is that it's not like diving into a task and going full force with something. It's more not staying on the shallow surface of something, but looking deeply into it. Like facing something. During this time where you're going to sit back and be more of an observer and turning inward, like a gestation inward, you need to look more deeper into that struggle or issue that you have been dealing with, but maybe not facing it more than just the very surface level, but really looking into it and seeing how maybe it's affecting you. Or I definitely feel like this is a situation with either a person or a group of people. That's what I'm hearing. Like this may be different for everybody because this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading. So it could be different for everybody, the actual situation, but I definitely think it has to do with like a person or people as a group. Let me pull from the Angels and Ancestors deck so we can get a little bit more clarity. Ooh, and that one fell right down on the table. Autumn. These are one of my favorite cards because I'm a big fan of the raven. Every time I see a raven, I always hear nevermore in my head. But it says, it's funny that I hear nevermore. And if you read the card, it says, release the old and rest. So it's almost like something, the situation that's been happening, I'm hearing nevermore. So release it, and it will happen nevermore is what I'm hearing in my head. And the raven also is very indicative of healing. Like, I'm almost feeling like there's a pattern or like a habit or something that's been growing on with a person or a group of people where you have felt kind of like you're on the outside of it. Like maybe there's a subject that you feel like you're the only one that thinks that way, but these people are saying no, or this person's saying no, that's ridiculous. Something like that is what I'm feeling. But raven is indicative of healing. So this is definitely something, if you can release, get away from that. See the clarity when you just observe and deep down how it makes you feel. And I feel like there's going to be an aha moment and you're going to be able to release and finally rest. And like that comes back to here with the resting and the resting there. If you can release it, a situation, a person, you can finally rest. I'm feeling. Let me pull another card. And it's almost like let your mind rest almost. You'll be able to finally let your mind rest. So it might be something you've been struggling with a while, maybe losing some sleep over, but I'm definitely feeling that. Okay, and one more card, please. From this deck, one more card. Oh, and there it is. And it is Elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. I am definitely feeling that this has to do with family. A pattern, a situation that has to do with family. I'm almost feeling like there's a situation that has been almost like maybe a naysayer. A situation where instead of supporting you and helping you move towards your goals, you've been going through a situation where, your family, somebody in your family or somebody who feels like family has not been supporting you or almost like I'm feeling like a dream crusher. I'm hearing in my head, like dream crusher, like, and you doubt yourself because of it. And I feel like this week, you're going to have a breakthrough. Definitely take a step back and just watch. Maybe not go back and forth with that person or that group, and just sit back and watch and go inward and really examine how you feel about the situation and what is important to you. And I feel like there's going to be some kind of aha moment and you're going to realize that there's a release of the old that needs to happen so that you can be at rest, at peace. And this is your chance to move beyond those ancestral patterns. But I'm feeling like, even though this has to do with family that's here alive on this earth right now, there are people on the other side that is your family, ancestors have passed, that are willing you on from the other end and supporting you to move forward in this release. Let me pull one more card. Oh, that one came out right away. This is those moments where you're like, you can't make this stuff up. Like how it works and just how it is. And it's like a beautiful, clear message that comes through. And I don't know if you can read that, but I'm hoping that's clear enough, but I'll read it out loud. Creator of happiness. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. I can always be found. It can always be found within me. Your happiness is dependent on you and you alone. And the issues that you're having, oh, sorry, this card got jostled. That I definitely feel is family oriented. You are in charge of your happiness. You are in charge of what you want to move forward and do. You are in charge of the opportunities, the projects, the goals, everything that you want to accomplish. And the naysayers, the negativity that you may be getting from either one person or a group of people, and I really feel like it's family because it's just with the Elder card. This is your chance this week. Take a step back, go inward, really face the feelings, the emotions that you, instead of sweeping it under the rug and not facing it. This is the week to do this, and because you do this, you'll have the opportunity to release the old and finally rest. And I feel like it's like mentally, like it's been mentally straining on you. And with that raven right here, it shows you that it's your chance for healing from this pattern that has been playing out. And it might be a pattern that's been played out in your family for a long time. Not just with you, but other people have gone through the same thing. And it's your chance to move beyond that ancestral pattern and to be the creator of your own happiness. In the end, you will find your happiness by doing this. So I am wishing everybody who's watching this so much love and sending you so many blessings. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week and you're able to do this and come out on the other side, because I feel like coming out on the other side, it's going to be your true happiness. So much love and many blessings.